Genshin Impact version 5.0 is right around the corner, which as we discussed is bringing 2 confirmed new Geo characters. And if we want any hope of pulling them, we're gonna need some primogems. And you see, as the procrastinator that I am, we got 3 hours left on this event that I haven't started. But that's completely fine because this event doesn't take too long and maybe we can get some cool pictures. Now, some of these might be a problem for us because obviously we only have Geo characters. I guess technically it's not cheating if I just have a different character and then take a picture of them. It's not like I'm really using the element to do anything. But in this picture one, they give you 2 options. So I think the biggest issue for us will be if they want me to use either a certain element or a character from Sumeru. Because if the element is not Geo, there is no Sumeru Geo character. I absolutely could just spam through this and take the worst pictures possible. But I figure we can try to have a little bit of fun with it. Or we could try to get some really stupid looking pictures because that's always fun too. Okay, so camera here. We need to, we have to be from on stat. Okay, Noel. And then we need to use, charged attack with Claymore character. This will not be a good picture. I can assure you this is, it's gonna look stupid. Yeah. Oh. And I'm gone. Okay, can we try that again? Ignore the fact that Noelle is standing right in front of us. Apparently, we have these options here, and we can lower the interval that it takes pictures at. I mean, I already got the reward, so technically I could just do whatever I want now. But I think it's more fun if I stick to the original challenge. So, boop. Yeah, it's still not great. Also, just for this event, I'm going to take off the Sealy. Oh, I exited. Okay, I guess we're done with this. On to the next one. Real question, does it reset my settings in between each picture? No, thank goodness. All right, this one's gonna go crazy. Character wields power of Hydro or character's arc is Numa. Are you Numa? You, no? You? Uh-oh. What about wait, no, Geo Traveler's not Hydro Traveler, but does it still count though? To be honest, I don't even remember which one's which. Okay, so after looking up, Hydro Lumine is Numa. So, yeah. Now maybe someone is going to count this as cheating, but I really don't. Yes, Lumine is now Hydro, but technically we're doing nothing with the Hydro. So now we have this set up, and all we have to do is use our skill. So, I don't really know where to position myself here. So I guess I'm just gonna do a little bit of this and then take picture. Okay, so when I said this was gonna go crazy, kind of went crazy in the bad way. Let's just go ahead and swap Lumine right back to Geo. And then for this next one, we need a polearm wielding character. And Geo. The hardest part of this event is just not knowing exactly where I should stand for the best results. Like, do I want to be super close? Do I not want to be close? Especially with this one when I have to just wait for an idle animation. Oh, yeah, I really wasn't in frame, huh? Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Ready? Set picture. Okay, I'm cut off. Oh, okay, not the angle I was going for. I kind of like this one. She looks so smug. Okay, I think I've discovered the best technique for this. You set the camera literally wherever, then you abandon the challenge, or I guess pause in this case, but you don't actually do that. You just press restore defaults, and then you angle the camera based on where your character is. So then I can go stand in a position and then do this again to see if this is where I want it to be. I can't actually, oh my gosh, can't really get the camera where I want it to be. And now it is just spazzing out. Oh, the game classifies Chiori as not being from Fontaine. I guess it considers her from Inazuma. But then wasn't there something about Toma where he's considered as being from Inazuma, even though he's technically from Mondstadt? 'Cause I was just about to leave, and then I noticed I didn't actually have the Primos from this one. Okay, this one I don't mind. Although I hate that I keep accidentally exiting, and then I have to try to reposition the camera the same way. Like, I know the keep taking pictures button is still there, but I'm just so used to pressing escape. Okay, this one's not bad. I think my goal should be trying to get a picture that I could use as a thumbnail. And if I was successful, then you've already seen it. One thing I've definitely noticed is if you keep opening up the camera menu, it subtly shifts the angle of the camera as you do it more and more. Because my frame was like this, and I opened it a couple times, and now it's like down here. Can we like hire a better cameraman for this? Oh, we got some decent ones here. I would have preferred the camera be slightly closer, but it's not bad. I introduce to you foot. If this didn't have like this glitchy effect added to it, it would actually be pretty cool. Also, I'm sorry if this is completely boring all of you. I'm actually having some fun doing this. Did you guys know that Goro can just transform into the sun? Ooh, that's a pretty good one. That might actually be my favorite one so far. Okay, but now moment of truth. Is Chiori recognized by the game as an Inazuman character? Yes, she is. Just out of curiosity, What is Toma recognized as? Inazuma character, but he's from Mondstadt. I really wish that this was a free cam that you could move wherever you wanted, as long as it was angled at the right thing, like in a certain area, because I want to get a certain angle of this Torii Gate, but it doesn't let me. I'm definitely locked in place here. I want to take a funny picture, but I can't, and thus I am sad. Wait a minute. Chiori's flying away? I think that's about as far away as I can get before it just cancels the challenge. Best part is, you can't even tell what character that is. Once again, this picture would be really cool if it weren't for these lines. I like that one a lot. That's a pretty good one. Why does this just look so strange? All right, here we go. Our one shot. We're gonna use the burst and then press the camera button. Oh, that's great. But this one's not bad. This one was literally made for Navia. It's Geo, Claymore, and it's in Fontaine. I'm just trying to position her in the right spot for this. Let's go like here, and then bada bing, bada boom. Oh, right, her umbrella's just gonna block her face. I forgot about that. Okay. Well then, maybe that. Not quite. Also, can we get rid of this little watermark on the bottom? I mean, I know that we can't, but like, can we? Okay, here's our one chance. We have her in the right spot, so we're gonna use her burst and then hope it makes a good picture. Oh. Okay, first off, amazing picture right there. Then a nice blur, and then Navia looks so happy here. And once again, we've gotten a goofy picture. Hey, I finally got what I was going for. Now I just keep repeating the same thing to see if there's a better one. That's actually not that bad of a picture. It's kind of cool, dynamic. I feel like Navia has some of the best animations if you're trying to take pictures. And she just looks so happy in every single picture. Oh, look. It's exactly what I was talking about. Either wields the power of Denjo or is from Sumeru. We got neither of those. We're just gonna skip that one, pretend it doesn't exist. And now this will be Ito's one chance. We press Q and spam the picture button. And nothing great. I don't know if I've achieved my goal of getting a great thumbnail, but I want you to know that I spent about 2 hours just doing that event. That's not me complaining that it took too long or something. I mean, I could have done it in like 5 minutes. I was just absolutely tryharding, sweating even, trying to get good pictures. With the school picture day event out of the way, we still obviously need a lot of primogems. And now I don't know about you, but the first thing that comes to mind when I think of getting lots of primogems is Bing Bong Finch Ball. Now this event is still time gated, but we can get all of the primos barring these 30 right now, which after doing the math is 3 pulls. Oh, I think I remember this. We had this event a while back, didn't we? The more I play this, the more I realize I'm not good at this game mode. Never mind, maybe I'm cracked out of my mind at this. I actually feel like the earlier levels were just harder, but about 5 minutes later, we're done with everything that we can do. And now we do have enough primos for 100 pulls, which means we are guaranteed to at least lose a 50-50. Now, I do think we should delve into the Spiral Abyss once again for the primos, but before we do that, I am going to go spend our resin for artifacts, and then we're gonna head over to the strong box and dump in every artifact that we are not keeping. I don't think I've done that in a little while, so we should have a decent number of them, and we're gonna be trying to get the Husk of Opulent Dream set, because I kind of noticed something that I forgot about. If we go in here, go to artifacts, yeah, there's still characters on this account. Oh, ignore her. But there's still characters that just don't have proper builds somehow. I think it's because I have so many accounts, I just forgot that that's the state that this one was in. So I would like to at least get usable artifacts on all of them. Obviously, if we're going from 4 stars, they don't have to be perfect. But before 5.0, I need to farm a lot of ley lines so that if we get one of the new characters, we can just immediately level them up. And currently, we're not really in the position to do that. Now, surely Hoyoverse is watching this series, and you know, they realize that we need a Geo character that can somehow deal other types of elemental damage. So I'm sure that one of these new Geo characters is going to be able to apply other elements, because you know, that just makes so much sense. Now obviously, I'm just going to say this as a disclaimer: please do not put leaks down in the comments. With that being said, I am genuinely curious to see what their kits are going to be. Geo doesn't have a ton of like versatility with Navia. hope they made something different. But obviously, they're not just going to make a second Navia. So I'm just curious to see if any of these new Geo characters are going to have kind of not necessarily new mechanics, but just a unique play style. I mean, I really hope that they do, but I don't know what they can do with those characters other than, you know, allowing them to proc different elemental types of damage, maybe based on the crystallized shield that they have. But then again, that would make building the character so difficult, because imagine if their elemental skill damage changed attributes depending on what type of crystallized shield they currently had. So you might build like hydro damage and oh, you accidentally got a pyro shield. Well, now your build is useless. So yeah, I don't really think that they can do that, but I would like if they did just for this account. Brief intermission to go and condense our resin. I would give you an update on the quality of the artifacts that we've gotten, but I bet that you could already guess. You know, I guess on the kind of bright side, whenever I see stuff like this, pyro damage, cryo damage, hydro, etc., I don't have to keep it and just be like, oh, maybe someday I'll need it for someone. No, I could just trash it immediately. Well, not trash it, but we could put it straight into the strong box, because that will never be used on this account. Unless Hoyo does do the whole, you know, Geo character doing different types of elemental damage thing. But let me be clear, I don't ever expect that to happen. This would be nice to have on pretty much any other account. But now let's go ahead, dump probably most of this into here, and we're looking primarily for defense, energy recharge, and maybe some crit rate. Crit rate mostly just for the weapons, because I'm sure we're going to be using a lot of Favonius stuff. Oh, if this rolls well, this could be an Ito piece. Although I think his weapons crit damage, so that might not actually work that well. But it could be a piece for someone. Batch number 2, I would not mind a Geo damage piece for Ito, but the game prefer... Oh, I'll take that too. But the game prefers to not give that to me. All right, that is all of the strong boxing that we can do. So, Yunjin, I think it's time for an upgrade. And just for comparison, we're starting with 1443 defense and 227 ER. And also 16% crit rate, but we don't have the Favonius Lance, so crit rate isn't really that important at the moment. Oh, wait, wait a second. Is that the Favonius Lance? Oh, no. Oh, I kind of need that. Okay. Okay, well, here's the thing. Okay, hear me out. If we go into the shop right here, look, I can't get these because I need to do more wishes in order to get the star dust. I always forget if it's glitter or dust to get those. So I'm not opposed to doing a few pulls because there's no way we get these weapons anyways, right? I'm gonna be honest. This would be so useless for us. The bow, I mean, I don't think Goro needs this, so also not great. I think we're gonna limit ourselves to 2 4-stars. If we do not get the Favonius Lance within 2 4-stars, we stop pulling. Because while I don't mind accumulating some pity on this banner, I feel like primarily we should be focusing on the character banner, because there's no universe where we get both the new characters and their signature weapons. I'm probably just going to only be able to pull for the characters if I'm even lucky enough for that. So this is not really the best decision, but Favonius Lance would be so good to have. Okay, first purple, Favonius Lance. Give me Favonius. I'm not using that. Back-to-back 4-star? Back to... Nope, okay. All I ask, don't be gold. Do not give me gold, just purple. Just purple, no gold. There, I believe, is pity for the second 4-star. What? Well, now that's just kind of ironic. The fact that I'm pulling for the polearm for Yunjin, and then we get a copy of Yunjin. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like that kind of seems like a sign to me that we go for 1 more 4-star. And then we're stopping. This is already pretty greedy. I mean, I didn't get what I want, so it's not really greeting to just want your first weapon of one of the weapons. Like, it's not greeting, but it just doesn't feel smart. There might be... I don't think we were quite at pity, but we were close. Yes! Yes! See? I told you it was a sign. Okay, we're done. That's it. We're done. Actually, we're done, but we're not quite done, because now I can grab this, and I could grab that, but I feel like I should save them. Standard banner is really not that great for us. That honestly went better than I was expecting. We got C4, which is fantastic. Although I just read it and it needs crystallized reaction. We don't really get that too often, but it's still nice to have. And then of course, we can switch the weapon for the Favonius Lance. So now crit rate is an important stat for her. And through some crafting, we are just barely able to ascend it up to level 70. But since we're out of resin and it's not the right day, I can't bring it any further right now. Oh, and also look, it's another thing that needs slime. But let's go ahead, remove every artifact from Yunjin, and I'm gonna see what I can cook up. It's kind of hard to cook when things roll that poorly on what could have been a pretty good piece. Oh, and they continue to roll poorly. Oh, I'm having fun. Oh, HP. Yeah, that's what a Yunjin wants. I regret to inform you, I have run out of artifact fodder. The flower's only level 12, but everything else is level 20. This one rolled a decent amount of crit rate, so that's good. The others did not roll so great. The 10 crit rate there is all right, but like where the heck did everything else go? And so stat-wise, brace yourself. We have 2,400 defense. You know, that's better. We have more crit rate. Somehow we have a lot less energy recharge. The hope is that by upgrading the flower and then maybe getting some replacement pieces down the line, we can get her to at least 50% crit rate and then ideally 200% ER. Although even just upgrading the weapon will give her more energy recharge, so that's something to think about. And by that's something to think about, I mean that's something I need to do as soon as I have resin and it's the correct day of the week. But now we need to start making our primogems back, because somehow a bunch of them disappeared. Not really sure how that happened. Now, as I always say, floor 9 and probably floor 10 shouldn't be a problem. I'd be vehemently disappointed if they were. I have to be honest, Spiral Abyss is something that I consistently forget to do. I don't know how, but even on my main account, I can't remember the last time I did it. I just remembered we're gonna have to deal with the monolith again, and I have no idea what's there. I'm really hoping it's not the slime brigade again. Floor 9 done with no problem whatsoever. Yo, Ito is kind of just a powerhouse. Not sure if you guys were aware. And that's floor 10 done. 11 is... Oh no, it's the slime. Oh, they just don't want me to have fun. I got it. Okay, that makes sense. I will try my best, but I don't think my best is going to be anywhere near good enough. Yeah, this... it's not looking great. Okay, so we're ending with it at 68%. I know I was just hyping Ito up, but yes, this ain't what he's built for. Maybe we can get like 1 star, which we did, and that's like super impressive, right, guys? Say it is. Say it's really impressive. Oh, there's 4 of them on this floor, or this chamber, or whatever I'm in. I killed the first 2. I was like, oh, that was pretty tough. And then 2 more spawned. So that was kind of rough. But this isn't where we need to have 7 minutes left, so we do have some time to spare. And we do generate lots of hydro shields here. So we're actually able to still get 3 stars. It is just insane how hard those slimes are. Also, we've been getting the worst cards possible, so that's not helping either. I always love when I stand in Lumine's Burst. That gives extra crit rate, and I still miss my crits. Like, the idea of a crit buff on the field is really nice, but I think, as I've said a number of times, I cannot wait to replace Lumine. Out of all the Geo characters we have, she is by far my least favorite. Sorry to any Geo Lumine fans out there. I assume there has to be at least one. If I somehow beat the Jade Plume Terror Shroom on this side with only like, I think we had 50 something seconds left, I will be pretty impressed, though it's not looking too good. Okay, I do want to restart this though, because I think we can still get 3 stars on this chamber. It's just that for these guys, I need to really target the 2 that put up shields first, because if they get those shields up, we're in a lot of trouble. Okay, both of them went down. Now we just have this guy, but his shield is only temporary, and he's dead. Okay, this is a way better time. If I just had a sub DPS on this half, I feel like it would go a lot smoother. Like Albedo, for instance, a character that I didn't forget this time. Okay, so it was faster, but not by as much as I thought it was gonna be. Still not so sure if we could do this. Oh, we missed our crit with the cow. Somehow that cow is like the majority of Ito's damage. And yes, I just used it outside of his burst. What are you gonna do about it? But there we go. 3 stars. Now, if only the slimes didn't exist. I don't think that I really want to touch floor 12. Because you see, I'm still in a good mood right now. If I go into floor 12, I will no longer be in a good mood. So we are just going to take our 500 primos, which is just a little more than we spent earlier. But the funny thing is, we're pretty much at the number of primos that we started the video with, if I'm not mistaken. So really, we've only gained. We got a Yunjin Constellation and the Favonius Lance. And look, I'm not gonna lie, getting a Yunjin and the Favonius Lance off the weapon banner in about 30-ish pulls is pretty lucky. I don't know if I pointed out earlier, but when I changed the artifacts on Yunjin, she is now on just defense, defense, defense. That's why her ER has gone down so much. Guess what I get to do now? It is yet another new day, which means we are able to get the remaining number of primos from this event, which should hopefully be, it would be simple if I didn't suck so much at this. Oh, but we still get all the points, so it doesn't even matter. There we go. Unfortunately, even though it is a new day, we are still unable to farm for the weapon. Now, I'm sure I've said it so many times at this point, but can we just do away with the whole, certain domains are only open on certain days of the week thing? Because I don't know how it happens, but those domains are open 3 days of each week. And on those 3 days, I always forget that I need them. But then every other day, I remember that I need them. After spending the little bit of resin that we did have, I'm curious to see. Okay, that is pretty much the only thing I didn't want. And we're out of consumables again. I do love how the initial goal of this episode was to try to get primogems. And we're ending with less primogems because I checked the footage and we were around 15,000 when we first started. Now, don't mind me. I'm just going around killing slimes for 2 reasons. 1, we need the drops. 2, they annoyed me in the spiral abyss, so this is like therapeutic. Did that lizard just fall from the sky? Oh, you know what I was just reminded of? Somehow, on this account, we still haven't collected all of the Geoculus. I would say that that's definitely something we need to take care of, but I know myself, and I'm probably not gonna do that anytime soon. But hey, at least I'm aware that it's something I should do. With that though, it is somehow already time to wrap up this episode. So I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, I will see all of you guys next time.